What up, good people? What up, D? How you
What's
feeling?
cracking, B?
I'm chilling. I'm chilling. We went beast mode today. You know what I'm saying? We went beast mode today with these podcasts, but
It's
we're
number
gonna
what?
hit y'all up.
Number five?
This is number 5. Yes, number 5. Um, we gonna hit y'all up with a little different mood today. Um, we gonna do the season ending episode of Peaky Blinders, season 1, episode 6.
We may gotta take a break after this, bro. Cause that was too much. Too much emotion on this last episode, bro.
Bro, it
It's,
was it was wild. It was wild. It even left us with a cliffhanger that we'll get to later.
I have a gripe. I have
Okay, what's your
I have a
gripe?
I have a major gripe. This was a flawless season until I seen this one part. And you don't mix family and business. You don't mix family and business. So as you guys know, the tension has been getting crazy with the cop from Belfast to guns to find out Tommy's love of his life is also a double agent to we find out that people who think is dead are not really dead to we find out that even the horse track and the racing, the eligibility, all these things from the bombs in the previous episodes before were trying to take Thomas out to Arthur going through his ups and downs. It all came to head in this episode, bro.
Yes.
It
Yes.
all came to head.
Yes. So we see that basically we seen that they found the guns or whatever, so they think that the officers are leaving. But old dude stays behind and he's in his feelings. So he goes to this little place of pleasure, I'll call it.
Nice way to put
And
it.
and they're like, "Oh, you're a special person, so whatever, whatever, whatever." He gets a little carried away. Um,
A tad, a lot.
yeah, he gets carried away. But you see, Thomas walks into the front half of this place, which is basically a laundromat, and he sees the owner talking to the girl that just came from the officer, and he's like, "Yo, like, you want to know something crazy? Old boy is in the back, you know."
Oh, good old boys, always upstanding, and the law, and
Right.
all this is back there doing what a scumbag.
Illegal things.
Yeah.
So Thomas goes back there and talks to him. He like, "Yo, like, I thought you was supposed to be good. You don't look so good right now." The cop is like, "Oh, I'm gonna hit him where it hurts. Your heart
Yeah.
is gonna be broken like mine was." So that right there already puts him on alert. So it was like, all right, whatever. So Thomas goes back and was like, "Yo, we gonna switch the day up a little bit, have a family meeting, switch the day up. We about to go get Kimba on this day." It was like, cool, we down for it.
Mhm.
It's all good for the cause. Until somehow the Kimbas find out.
Everybody's a snitch, man.
Right,
Everybody talks. There is no more like behind the closed doors. There's no secrets. Everybody has their own agenda, and like the fact that Camden knew and they were coming ready, loaded. And when the cops, their first reaction, well, we got to defend our town. Belfast dude saying, "Let dogs eat dogs."
right,
So you set this up, bro? Like, what you doing? Like, you doing a lot of. It's because you get your heart played with.
right.
That's what happened.
And the other cop was like, "Yo, like when you first came, you was right too. I'll give you this. You was right. Like I think it was like second, third, maybe episode. He was like, yeah, the cop wasn't really messing with the Peaky Blinders, but he didn't like the way the other cop came in.
Yes.
I thought that cop was like with the Peaky Blinders.
No.
But he was like, nah, when you first came talk about changing things, he was like, I was kinda hype about that.
Yep.
And now here you are. Like,
Town
yo,
will
what are
change
you
you,
doing?
bro. A woman will change you.
So we see that, Thomas is the family, the Shelbys, is getting ready because they found out that old Kimber is coming with a crew of folks.
Yes.
And they was like, yeah, we got the leads on our side, but they already went ahead to get ready, and now Kimber and them is coming for us. So it's
Yep.
just us. But good old Thomas, the man that thinks three moves ahead, he was like, you know what? I'm gonna call this meeting, but I'm gonna have mom go get sister. And all you hear the sister say was, if this is true, then I'll come back.
And I already knew. We already knew. Always come back if her husband, man, was coming back home. We knew
Right,
that. I didn't know it was gonna happen like way it did though.
right. So you see you see another scene where a cop walks into the cell like, all right, come on, like we're about to take you away. And Freddy's scared for his life. He like, yo, like I'll tell Belfast what he needs to know. And the cop is like, nah, like you're not even gonna make it to that point.
Yeah.
So they riding down the street, see a car on the side, and this is how you know they're like so calculated that most people when they break somebody out, they shooting a cop.
Yes.
But he didn't do that. He just shot up in the air and the cop ran. So he
Yes.
was like, yo, stay face down, wait till we leave, and you're good.
Even the inside guys, yo, hit me, make it look good, so everybody
Right,
knows what's going on. So it keeps them having someone inside they need to.
right,
And the person they thought was dead is there. Everyone now is finding out more and more about how it was a fake death in the beginning of the actual season.
right. So then we get back to the interesting part, right? It's like, yo, Kimba's is coming. Like, we on our own. Let's go out, handle business.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, they meet up on the street, and you think it's about to be an all-out blast. Everybody blasting everybody.
I ain't gonna lie, I wanted that. I
Right.
did.
I was like, yo, this is about to be crazy. Bodies is about to be laid out. And then good old sister comes in all black with the baby and steps in the middle of it.
And that's my biggest freaking gripe.
Bro.
Because why would okay, her message was, hey, I'm already prepared. I just got my husband back and you about to die right now. I'm already wearing
Well,
all
she
black.
didn't even know about the husband yet. Or well,
No,
kinda,
she
kinda,
did.
but
She said
yeah.
if it was true. She said if it was true. So she
No,
kind of
no,
knew that
no,
was
you're
going to
right,
happen.
you're right. Because
Yeah,
that's the part where he came out.
with the gun. Yeah, it was ready to
Yeah.
go. So he
That was
came
hard
out,
how he came out too though.
and that's one of the weapons that we finally see that everything was about. And that drone, like, we would have put some bodies on
Right.
the ground.
Because
So
the cop did allude to that too. He was
yeah,
like, yo, we only have 24 out of the 25. He was like, if one of them pop up and his bullets is found from this gun, and
yeah,
sure enough, Freddie came out the building and was like, yo, I'm ready for war.
because you basically you saved his life from going to that prison where he knew he was going to get killed. It
Right.
was different territory. He knew he was going to kill. I did not like how you put a. The message was strong. I get it,
The message was definitely strong.
but
The
who
way you
sent the
portrayed it, though,
who
kind of
sent the
iffy.
message? I didn't like the fact that she was sending the message, and the fact they put a baby. If I don't make him a new father, that's probably why. I was like,
Yeah,
this is stupid. This is so stupid. Put this. If you want to say I'm dressed in black for a funeral, cool, but don't bring the baby in it.
but
Don't bring the baby in it. But I understand the message. I get it. It was
okay,
more impactful. But in my
it's
head, I'm like, you are the dumbest mom of all time.
is weird. She's the dumbest, but the smartest. If you really think about it, hear
She
me out.
dumb.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Because is when I was just thinking of it, it was in my head. I was like, "Yo, don't even." But you gotta think. All right, say the same scene is happening, right? All right, she walks out in the middle with no baby. You think any of them going to really care if they blast her?
Bro, they end up not caring because people still got killed.
No, but do you think the Kimbers and them really would have cared if another Shelby got in the
Nah,
middle
they
and
would.
was like, "Yo, don't do this. You got families at home." Right now, the Kimbers is killing them in numbers. They would have just blasted off anyway.
I get that,
So
and I understand the purpose of it. I
it was still a stupid move, though.
the taste of that just.
It was still a stupid move
I'm
because
thinking maybe that's a
anybody could have
bomb.
accidentally hit that trigger and started the war.
I'm thinking that's a bomb. You just had a bomb in this thing. Come the stroller, bomb, boom, we all dead. I'm happy.
Right.
Clap on it. You gonna bring a baby in the middle of a gunfire? Like really, when they about to like blast each other? Like
And
all season you've been doing dumb shit. Oh, I'm sorry. All season you've been doing dumb things. You
yeah,
went off and was messing with people that Thomas and family said don't do. You went ahead and did that. Then you went ahead had to be I'm gonna be self sufficient and keep yourself bunkered away. Then you went out to the wedding of your little brother and started acting simple. She been doing like questionable things all
yeah.
season.
Yeah, you're right. She's a dummy because there is the part where she was like, "I'll move, but the baby's gonna stay there." You're right. She's a dummy.
That's my biggest gripe.
She's a
But I
dummy.
understand. But with that being said, tensions were still high.
Yeah,
And
I mean, and it did make Kimber and them like, all right. Kimber was like, you know what? She's right. Ain't no reason for all of us to go crazy when it's just the main two that should settle it. And he
yes,
pulls quick draw, takes a shot, and all you see is the blood. It hits Thomas. You don't know
it does.
where,
It does.
and you see the blood coming down his hand. But I think it would have killed Thomas if it wasn't for old boy,
It would have.
because he hit him and moved him out the way. Dude died, but it ended up only hitting Thomas in the shoulder. So if it wasn't
Yo.
for that, Thomas would have been done for.
Oh, absolutely. And it tells you how like they were coming in for blood. They weren't about that. But then you see Thomas snap back and then do the one shot. Hey,
Right? Everybody thought like it was over for Thomas. It was like,
yeah.
oh, Thomas! Like everybody was chill, like no. And he was like, "Yo, I've been to war. Watch this."
And that's the reason why I didn't like the whole thing with the. I feel like she's not the smartest Shelby. It's because before that, everyone was ready to rumble. Everybody had was on the guard, and you put everyone's guard down, and what happens? Someone on that team gets killed.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I
I
get it, one
mean,
body versus five bodies. I get it, but we
yeah,
had a machine gun on our side,
right.
and you came in here.
Somebody was getting mowed down.
I just didn't like that. But at the end of the day, Shelby's won.
Yeah, because
Shelby's won.
Kimber got his head blasted off.
Smooth. And the
And
Belfast cop did not like that at all.
right. So that whole time they go back, take Thomas back to the bar. Shorty already trying to leave,
Yeah.
so she's not there. So they take Thomas back to the bar, get the bullet out, and he's like, "Yo, pour us the champagne, cause we won the day." In my head, thinking when I first seen it, I was like, "Yo, you right? They won. They killed the Kimber." But it went a step further.
Yes.
It was like, while the Kimbers was all here, the Lees went out and executed what we needed them to do at the horse track. So now we own all that.
Yes.
I'm like, yo, bro, that was smooth.
It was. And it also tells you things that happened in the background. They came to fruition. The person that actually should have been dead from the beginning, from when he had the PTSD,
Right.
ended up being the guy who saved Thomas at the end. So it showed his mercy, but it also showed the grace at the very end. But it also seen the downward spiral of the cop and how this town has done crazy things.
Yeah.
You've also seen how the aunt and how she's a menace with her words. And how she told basically, hey, I will never forgive you. You need to get out of here now. This
Right.
is your only chance. And she pulled the blade joint from the hair, like she was ready to rumble.
She was gonna take her out.
But she also expressed that Thomas was, you also see that he was in love. He was mad that he could not celebrate that with his lady. She wasn't there. So as the episode's winding down, bro, and we see everybody celebrating, We also see how Thomas was basically that he was offered a opportunity, I guess, to go to was it New York? I think it
Yeah,
was,
yeah,
and then how they can start a new life and everything up there. And he said that you'll get your response in 3 days. How did you feel about how this episode ended? Because I
yo.
was like, okay, this episode's over. It's good to
It's
go.
definitely a attention grabber and makes you want to see the next season because she's sitting there. Thomas is writing a letter, and he's even like, "Yo, I'm writing my own letters because I don't have a secretary now. That was you." And like, yo, like you're gone. I'll give you your answer in 3 days. She's sitting there waiting on a train,
Mm-hmm.
and then she gets the sense that somebody's walking up
Yes.
and looks, and who is it?
It's not Thomas.
Good old Belfast
Yes.
with a gun drawn at her.
And
Bro,
just
it
tells
was
you,
like he wanted to do it and he didn't want to do it.
but he felt he wanted to be with her and no one else could be with her besides him. That's
Right,
the vibe I got from that. Also, the scene of him writing his note in his letter and the loop, he pulling the letter out from a typewriter, and you think that I thought it was like one of his henchmen that was delivering the letter that Thomas can't go. Not
right,
it would be him pulling a gun on her.
right.
Great, great first season. If you guys have
So,
not seen this, it was a
so
freaking
who you
awesome
think
season.
died though? Was
So
it?
the bullet went off.
Yeah, the bullet went off, but they didn't show you who it hit, and they ain't show who pulled the trigger.
I don't think any of them died.
Because you got to think, you got Belfast was there with the gun out, but he was hesitating, and they did show earlier when the mom went to her and she had the gun in the purse.
Yeah,
So
I,
did he hesitate too long for her to get a shot off, or
and
did he blast her?
she's already dropped the body too. So I don't think no one did. I think it was for theater. I think we heard sound effects in the background for theater. I don't think anyone really died. I think it's the way to get people because he a punk. I'm sorry, he is a punk. Everything he's done, when you look back at it, it was all like really. I don't want my hands dirty. You
Yeah,
do it type
yeah.
vibe. So I don't
But
see him have. I don't see him having
his
the
heart
courage to
was
do that.
broke.
And then
His heart was
she
broke. He had changed man down.
she committed that murder because of the
The stuff
her
that they did with her
backstory of her
father. Yeah.
father. I think that was like the real intentions for that. I don't think she's really a murderer like that. Thomas wasn't there. The Thomas was there, bodies getting dropped. No, the
I don't
Shelby
know
was there.
though. I don't know because she got two bodies on her.
She do, but I think it was all the first one because her cover could be blown, but
Right.
also was IRA.
So
So
that
I don't.
that also shows you that she reacts to life and death
I think it was
almost.
theater. I think it was theater. I
Okay.
do. I think it was theater. I don't think it was really gonna happen. Uh I wouldn't be mad if it was Shelby's sister. That she's pissed me off, bro. She pissed me off with the whole baby scene. Uh, this is the great 6 episodes. A lot has happened in six
Yes.
episodes.
Yes.
It's available right now on Netflix. I know it's an older show for some of you guys. It's a new show for me. My first time watching it,
I
and
love it.
I this season is a solid 8 out of 10, bro.
Yeah.
Smooth 8 out of 10.
It's solid.
I don't know. Are we going to jump into season 2 or are we going to take a break and find an episode? We don't know yet.
I don't
What we
know.
gonna do? But we definitely want to swing back around eventually, either immediately or future. But it's definitely gonna be a part of our stable.
Yes. Yes. But until the next time, we'll see. Are we gonna follow and get on to season two? We gonna give y'all a little break to kind of get your feelings in check.
She's so annoying, bro.
Right.
That last scene was so freaking annoying. But I ain't gonna lie, we definitely should do a pod with the Peaky Blinders fit.
Yeah.
Like we definitely should do that
I
one.
gotta find a hat. I gotta find a hat. That hat is tough.
Glass. Yo, 2K. Let's do 2K hat, bro. Let's have the Peaky Blinder hat. Like, let's get fun suits.
But until next time, folks, we'll see if
Peace.
we got another show for you live action or are we gonna go to season two? We don't know yet. but we'll let you know. Season 2 will come. But
Yes.
who knows if it's going to be a break in between.
Until next time, y'all. Peace and love.
Peace.